Hey guys, thanks for watching 205 Outdoors. I'm Freddie Dillard, and today we're going to be watching the second part of the video from July the 3rd, 2025 on our property. Was out there with the thermal drone, found these bucks, and I've been posting videos about trying to do every week on them. Since I got the drone, this will be my first summer with it, and I really wanted to see how quick they actually grow. That was one of my questions going into this. And it's really amazing if you watch these bucks, and I'm going to try to post some pictures probably after they lose their velvet, sometime in September, and really post pictures of that progression. I think I've got some good ones, and hopefully it should be pretty cool to watch. Also, before we get started, if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I'm trying to grow this channel right now, and man, I really do appreciate you guys' support, and thank you so much for doing so. So last video, we kind of watched these deer in the clear cut. We were watching them feed a little bit. Many a times I've watched them. And I mentioned, for doing those property surveys, you can either do them at night where we use the JZ T60R IR light and watch them. You probably get more coverage doing that. And the reason why I say that is you don't have to worry about the sun heating things up. The other options are pick a day that's kind of lightly raining in the morning. We could come out there and do that. The rain really doesn't bother it. I don't want to have it out there in lightning, but a light rain is perfect. Cloudy days, perfect. What I've been doing on these sunny days is getting there about an hour before daylight, locating the bucks with the IR light, and then as soon as the sun comes up, go ahead and going back to the bucks and then watching them from there. And that's kind of what I did on this video. So as you can see, they've kind of left a clear cut now, and what I was basically doing is dropping pins on them, probably every 50, 60 yards, just kind of marking how they were traveling across our property. And really my goal was to watch them all the way to bed. However, just bad luck. As the sun was coming up, I'm dropping pins, everything's going great, and then I kind of got a low battery, so I had to, bring the drone back, and it only takes, a couple of minutes, to bring the drone back and switch the batteries out. You don't have to turn the drone off to do that. It's got the hot swap option. But by the time I got the drone back to where the deer were, the sun had heated everything up. And, at that point, I could not distinguish deer from stump, from tree. It was, everything had heated up, so thermals were just terrible for me at that point. So on that particular day, I wasn't able to actually watch them all the way to bed. However, I was able to watch them for probably, after they left the clear cut, probably a solid hour and a half. And I'll be honest with you, I thought these deer, bedded closer to that clear cut. They walked a decent ways before they actually bedded. I thought that was I thought it was interesting. I didn't realize that deer walked that far. And I've got people that I hunt with, I got an older gentleman, and he'll kill his deer later in the morning, and that's what he's doing. He's a smart man, catching these deer, going back to bed. Really good idea, and that's probably something I'm going to start doing more of. Typically I was hunting closer to the food sources, and I would really do better in the evenings than in the mornings, but now I'm kind of learning how to do this. And I think it's one of the cool things I've kind of learned with the drone, how to set up, or I'm learning how to set up things. And so I'm hoping to help other people. When we go look at your property, we can look at where your deer start off at in the morning and sort of stay with them. And if the sun doesn't cause us to lose our being able to distinguish thermals, we could watch them all the way to bed. You can drop pins all along the way, when you're setting up tree stands, if you want to put out cell cameras or whatever you decide to do, you really can get a good pattern on your bucks doing this stuff. And so that's, one of the great benefits to having somebody like me come out and do that. And if you're in central Alabama, by all means, give me a call. I made a card, put it in the lower left-hand corner right here of the screen. So, give me a call, and I'd be happy to come out, look at your property, fly it over for you. If you want to look at it at different winds, different moon phases, absolutely we can do that. There's a few nights a week that I can do that, but I'm happy to do it at night. We can come back and do it, first thing in the morning. It's really kind of however you want to do that. If we could pick a day when it was like a light rain, man, that would even be better. But I know some people want to see what they have on their property right now. Some people are more interested in when they lose velvet, toward the middle to end of September. But absolutely, just give me a call. I'd be happy to come out and look at your property with you. And trying to think, I believe that's all I've got for this video right here. Again, just watching these bucks, and I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. A lot of these are coming out in short videos. I'm putting a lot of those on TikTok and YouTube. It's just, I've got so much data. Why not just go ahead and put some of this out there, and we have just have fun watching it. I hope you guys are enjoying that. But like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching 205 Outdoors.